Hey everybody, it's Ari from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm going to be going over a series, although it's only a short part of the series because I only got to read two books from the series, but it's enough that I feel that I can describe what I like about it and how it came. So I'm going to be talking about the original Nancy Drew series by Carolyn Keene. Although Caroline Keene is actually a ghostwriter, which means that a couple different writers help write her stories and it goes in that kind of format. So, me personally, I am definitely more of a Nancy Drew fan than I am a Hardy Boys fan. And a lot of it has to do with where the writing comes from. So, Hardy Boys, it's more action oriented and stuff like that. But with Nancy Drew, I feel like the emotions tend to shine through, and this isn't like a stereotype, but it's a little bit of a trope that women tend to write in a way where they're able to express characters' feelings better, and it helps me understand a little bit more about the characters like Nancy and Bess and all the other characters that are in these books. Now, comparing these two books, this one is called The Sky Phantom, and this one is called The Strange Message in the Parchment. You can clearly tell between the two that they were written by two different people, despite having Carolyn Keene as the person who wrote them. But let me just go through the plots real quick. I don't want to spoil anything too much, but the Sky Phantom is when Nancy Drew is learning how to fly a plane, and there's some stuff going on where there are these people on a horse farm, and at the same time she's doing flying lessons, and basically there is a heist and possibly even a bomb involved that they need to find, and also some gun running and stuff like that. So that's what this one's about. And then the strange message in the parchment has to do with a parchment that's located in a farm, and there is question as to who made the parchments, what certain initials on the back of the parchment stands for, and also one of the neighbors is acting very strangely and has some uh, Italian immigrants that are working on his farm. So there are some big differences between these two books. That's how I can tell they were written by different authors using the same character, but that tends to be commonplace in books like this. Sky Phantom, the person who has committed the crime isn't revealed until the very end of the book, and it's a character that no one ever knows about until the last 5 pages of the book. While Strange Message in the Parchment, the person who commits all the crimes and stuff, for the most part, has been mentioned since the beginning of the book, and it's pretty obvious who it is. The question is, in this book, about how to figure out how to expose them, how to find the clues that expose him as the person who committed the crime. So Nancy Drew books are really interesting. If you are a fan of mystery, especially Agatha Christie, and you're a little bit younger and you want a quicker read than Agatha Christie, these are definitely good suggestions. Um, of these two, I think when I ranked both of these books, I ranked them both 3 stars on Goodreads, if I remember correctly. They're both different from each other, but they're also very, you know, they both equal out to about 3 stars in general. They're really good. Like I said, Nancy Drew is my direction to go. I'm not a huge fan of the Hardy Boys just because this definitely explores emotions and characters, and it develops the characters a little bit better. It has side stories. I know the Sky Phantom has a side story where one of the characters falls for one of the cowboys and has to make a decision on whether to go with the cowboy or stay with her boyfriend and stuff like that. So there are side stories as well that kind of flesh out the characters, which I think is why I like Nancy Drew a little more than the Hardy Boys, as the Hardy Boys is a little more focused on action. But this is actually book 53 and 54 of the series. The library I got these from only had books 53 to 56. Um, right now, I'm in the process of reading book 55, The Mystery of Crocodile Island, but the earlier books are also available in the library, like The Secret of the Old Clock is the very first one. That's probably the one you should start on. But you can pick up. Hidden Staircase, Bungalow Mystery, Mystery at Lilac Inn. They're the first 4 books in the Nancy Drew series. If you guys like mysteries, if you guys like characters that are fleshed out during a mystery, and if you like mysteries where you never know what kind of mystery you're going to get, you pick up a book, you could get a mystery about that you don't find out to the very end, or one that you know from the beginning and you just want to learn how to expose the character. If you're a huge fan of all different types of mysteries, Nancy Drew is definitely a direction that I would go in, especially if you like characters that are fleshed out, side stories including love, romance, and that kind of stuff, as well as kind of following a character, a young plucky girl who does investigations. It's like a junior Agatha Christie in a way. So that's kind of my video on the Nancy Drew series. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, my name is Ari for Literary Gladiators. Make sure if you like this content to subscribe to the channel. You can hit the subscribe button down below. And if you really enjoy the content we do, make sure to support us on Patreon. We make all these really fun videos, and we can't do it without your help and support. So if you could support us on Patreon, we'll be able to do more and more of these fun videos, and it could be really, really great. So I'm Ari, and thanks for listening to my Nancy Drew reviews, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.